I found these seeds in Minecraft 1.21.2 pre-release 2 with the winter drop enabled. It's very simple, just create a Minecraft single player world how you always would, but then click the More tab and go to Experiments and enable winter drops. From there, you can create your Minecraft world. On Bedrock Edition, you'll need the Minecraft preview version starting with 1.21.50.20, so if you don't have the preview version, you'd have to get that. I have found 10 Minecraft Pale Garden seeds so you don't have to go searching. The Pale Garden is an upcoming Minecraft biome which can currently be found using experimental features. It adds pale oak trees, pale moss, and the brand new mob, the creaking. On Java Edition, this seed has a spawn on the edge of a Pale Garden and meadow biome with a village. Actually spawned right inside of the village too. The village has a blacksmith, 2 churches, and a tannery. Villages stretching into biomes they shouldn't be in is always cool, so finding this one on the edge of the newest biome is just great. The Pale Garden is a pretty decent size, you can see it stretching along pretty far away. Some other nice features of the seed are those mountains, this ruined portal near spawn, and the big plains down there. So yeah, there's a nice village seed to start off. Maybe you're just looking for a big Pale Garden biome? Well, look no further, because I have one here that stretches about 900 blocks across. We spawn down in this dark forest and see some elevated Pale Garden cliff type things around us. It doesn't quite form a full circle crater area because this section doesn't connect, but we do get one of those over here. It has the dark forest down in the middle, which looks pretty cool. I really like this area. I want to give you some perspective about the size and shape of this Pale Garden biome. So here's a look at the map, and now with the rest of the biome shaded, to really show how big this Pale Garden biome is. Pretty awesome finding a new Minecraft biome that is this big. Seeing so much gray while flying around looks pretty cool. And so yeah, that's just a Pale Garden seed. This is probably my favorite Minecraft Pale Garden seed I've found so far. But before we take a look at it, just know that today's comment of the day is simply garden. Leave a comment with the word garden in it and I'll leave a heart and maybe you'll be featured in my next video. I really like islands, so finding a Pale Garden island was at the top of my list of seeds to find. Just seeing the gray of the Pale Garden in the middle of the island looks really cool. It just really stands out with it being surrounded by the green of the dark forest. My favorite part of this seed is this ravine thing cutting into the Pale Garden here. The pale oak trees being above the lush cave just look really cool, and I really like the look of the lakes too. You can even get a look at the dull watercolor in a Pale Garden too. At some point I'll hopefully find a smaller island, but for now this big island will do. And I'm definitely not complaining about that because this is a really cool Minecraft seed. Maybe you don't want a big Pale Garden biome. Maybe you want to build on a meadow near a little snow-capped hill with some of the new pale oak wood. Well, this seed should work for you. We have this super tiny Pale Garden near spawn. It just has 5 total trees. So like I said, maybe you don't want a big Pale Garden, but you want the wood. This is a great option for you. And I really like this area for building a nice little spawn house. And that also reminds me that I found this seed too. So count this as a bonus, I guess. On this hill is a Pale Garden biome with no trees. As I fly backwards, you can see the sky turn that gray color. Didn't want to necessarily show this as its own seed, but I also still wanted to show it because I thought it was funny, so there's a little bonus for you. Just by the nature in which the new Pale Garden biomes generate, we're sure to find plenty of seeds with woodland mansions next to them. This mansion generating hillside makes it have a big cobblestone foundation too, and the entrance is right on the edge of the Pale Garden biome. There's some mountains around the spawn area too, and the Pale Garden fully circles around this little frozen peak here. This map gives a nice look at the circle it forms around the mountain. So I guess that's a pretty decent option for a Pale Garden seed, especially if you want one near a woodland mansion. What better way to see the new Minecraft Pale Garden biome than it being surrounded by mountains? We get this big frozen peaks mountain range with the Pale Garden stretching through the middle. The map gives a good look at the mountains forming a circular area with the gray section of the Pale Garden in the middle. I mean, this is just a really awesome looking Minecraft seed. The gray color of the Pale Garden is a bit boring and dull looking by default, but the mountains add some great beauty to it. The pieces of lush cave around the mountains help out too. This one leads down to this huge lush cave too, and this cave just looks incredible. This spot mixing with lush and dripstone caves is just awesome. This is just a really great Minecraft seed. This seed has a pale garden biome at spawn. These pale garden biomes work in the same way as cherry groves and meadows, as they replace a section of dark forest. If I look at the map and change it between versions, you can see that the gray color of the pale garden just replaces the dark green of the dark forest. My favorite part of this seed is this area that gradually leads down to the dark forest. And then on the other side, the pale garden just jets up with cliffs. Obviously, a biome named Pale Garden isn't going to be some beautiful biome to look at, but I do think flying around and just seeing the gray leaves looks kinda cool. If you're looking for a seed with the new biome, this one stretches across a pretty big area. This seed has a spawn inside of a village, and with the winter drop, it's right next to a Pale Garden too. We can see the entire Pale Garden here. It's pretty cool seeing the pale oak trees near the village buildings. I like how this animal pen is in the Pale Garden too. And I like that we get a blacksmith at spawn too. One thing I'll never complain about in Minecraft, no matter how many updates we get, is a seed that has a spawn inside of a blacksmith village. I should also mention that the spawn meadow is a fantastic place to build too. I think meadows are an underrated biome to build in. People often choose plains, but the meadow is just basically an elevated version of the plains, and the grass color and the flowers look really great. This really is a fantastic Pale Garden village seed. It's no surprise that I really like mountains and lake seeds if you've watched my recent videos, and that's what I'm sharing here. This one happens to have a pale garden that generates near spawn too. Obviously not the biggest pale garden we've seen in this video, but that's not really the point of showing this one. This seed just looks beautiful. The frozen peaks look incredible, and having the jagged peaks behind them makes them look even better. The fog really makes them look cool back there. I wish the lake was a little bigger, but that can be a pretty easy build project. Expanding the lake a bit and adding a little cottage nearby could be really cool. Adding on to the beauty of this seed is the lush caves underground. There's also some trial chambers over there and an ancient city over there. This spawn area is just incredible, just an absolutely beautiful Minecraft seed. This Minecraft seed has so much to see, and as you can see, the spawn is up at the default cloud height. This incredible jungle and stony peaks mountain circle at spawn isn't the reason for showing this seed though. Right outside of the mountains there's a small pale garden. And this isn't the biggest of pale gardens we've seen today, but what's next to it is why I really wanted to show it. You've obviously seen the woodland mansion standing tall next to the pale garden. But did you notice that there's a jungle temple here too? So you get the pale garden, woodland mansion, and jungle temple all lined up with each other. And they're right next to those awesome spawn mountains. And that's not even mentioning the village that's nearby too. So that's just an awesome Minecraft seed. And if you want to see more awesome Minecraft seeds, including the tallest woodland mansion I've ever found, click the video on the left. YouTube will give you the video it thinks you want to see on the right. Thanks for watching, I'm out of here, see ya!